In a distant life, I used to be arrogant. I used to be cocky. I used to have an attitude. There would be a point to where you could tell me nothing. And even now in this new life, some people think that there's an air of haughtiness about you because sometimes you're not always explaining everything that you're thinking about, your next steps, what you want to do. And sometimes we play the pros and cons game. We go out, maybe do things on our own. But are you seeking wise counsel? And where can counsel come from? Over time, I've learned that counsel can come from anywhere. I've noticed that you can get it from children, you can get it from a movie, you can get it from a book, a song, a word, something in the conversation. Maybe someone is you're overhearing, you're listening to someone and they say something and it strikes a chord with you. And I would like to share two quick stories with you about how I received wise counsel over the last 2 weeks, two separate occasions, but my ears were open, my spirit was ready, and this is how I received wise counsel. So the first way that I received wise counsel, a older woman, she grabbed my arm as I was walking by, and I had stopped by to talk to a little girl. She had a rock in her hand, and I stopped and I, got down on my knees, and she was telling me about the rock, and I was listening and smiling, and I gave the little girl a fist bump, and and this older lady, she's an older woman, she was hunched over, and she grabs me by the arm, and it kind of startled me. And she says, God has blessed you with a great personality. She says, you need to use that and work with people. God has blessed you with a great personality. And it kind of shook me, like I'm literally shook, like my eye kind of like twitched a little bit. And that pierced me on the inside. Is that wise counsel? The second one that I got was recently, and this counsel came about as I was sharing my story, sharing my experience, sharing some things that I'm working through right now in my life, some decisions that I have to make. And these two ladies, one said, do you pray? And I said, yes, I've been praying. She said, do you know Proverbs 3:5? And off the top of my head, I didn't. And then she started to say it. And then I said, yes. She said, do you believe the Holy Spirit sends people to you to talk to you? And I said, yes. And she said, I said, okay. Was that wise counsel? So in this moment, I heard two things. Work with people, work with individuals, you have a good personality. The other one was Proverbs 3:5. Have you prayed about it? Do you believe that people can come and speak to you? Are you aware? Are you listening? Before you make a decision, always remember to pray. Always remember to take it to the higher authority. Because even though we talk to men and we're fallible as humans or we're not perfect, wise counsel can come from anywhere. You just have to be listening. And be careful because counsel can come to tickle your ears and it might seem like the thing you want. So you do have to practice discernment. But the main thing about counsel is when that thing that is being spoken is meant for you. I go through a lot of things. I have a lot of things to think about. I have a lot of options to weigh in life and things that I want to do. And I need to make sure that I'm doing the right thing, but I'm also got to make sure that I'm not holding on to old things before I move forward. So today, as you heed wise counsel, make sure that you go about the things that you want to do in life with a positive attitude. You're set forth, and don't be afraid to take that leap. Don't be afraid to take that step. Yes, it might feel weird. Yes, it might feel uncomfortable. Yes, you may feel like you're doing the wrong thing, but pray about it. Proverbs 3:5. Heed wise counsel. Order your steps, guys. Be blessed. And remember, you're not a tree. You can move.